Greetings and welcome to another episode of Opening to Your Truth. My name is Barry. I'm a New York State licensed psychotherapist, and I've had a lot of experience both in, shall we say, normative psychiatric and psychotherapy experiences and paranormal. So today is going to be a sort of ghoulish topic. A little scary because it's true. And the topic is going to be on demons, negative earth spirits, and trapped souls, also known as ghosts, though they're not always ghosts. Okay, here we go. So, first, demons. People generally know about angels, that they are beings that were created by the divine, and they are what they are. They don't evolve, they don't change, they don't become anything different than what they are. Their purpose is not to grow. Their purpose is just to be and to provide service. And demons and angels both were created, though quite frankly I don't know why demons were created, but they were, and they have pretty much the same thing. They don't evolve, they grow, they just are, like angels, exactly what they are. The only difference is that angels come to be of service to others, and demons come to be of service to themselves. Again, that dialectic between service to self and service to others. Now, demons come in all different shapes and sizes. There are demons that are huge, the kind that can cause the type of occurrences in The Exorcist. Thank God, very rare. If you'd like, I actually know the true story of what happened with The Exorcist from an acquaintance of mine who was there. So if you're interested, let me know, and I'd be glad to recount it sometime. But most demons are of the medium to smaller size. And basically what they're looking for is a food source. The big demons, I don't touch. It's way over my head. But the medium and the low level ones I've dealt with very successfully. So demons come here to find a way to get food. Generally, they stimulate negative emotions, but they logically feed off of that which is not our better side. Anger, lust, fear, all kinds of sadness, big one. And they create circumstances in people's lives that stimulate these emotions so that they get their food source. Demons also are attracted to people who are fairly spiritually advanced because they have more energy, more prana, more food for them to feed on. That's tricky for demons because generally when people advance spiritually, they also have a stronger and stronger connection with the divine, which of course is anathema. Demons cannot tolerate that energy. So that keeps them away. It's like, God, what can I say? Insect repellent in a broad sense, yeah. But people who are on a path who don't really know what they're doing, but who are opening up and don't know about protection, don't have a connection with the divine, good fodder. And I've encountered a number of people who are on a spiritual path, not very advanced, didn't know anything about protection, and They had demons feeding off of them. So that's basically about demons. And like angels, demons are not earthbound. They exist, I'm not sure, somewhere in the ether of the universe. I'm not an expert on them. I have a friend who is, but I'm not. Now, there's negative earth spirits, which, as the name implies, are bound to the earth. These are like little mini demons, but they're earth spirits. And they're here pretty much for the same purpose. They cause problems, they feed off of negative emotions, and they're really a trouble, a botherment to your life. You don't want them around. The thing about demons is that demons tend to find a locale in your body where they live. And when you do have them in that locale, you usually have problems in that physical area. So if you have stomach issues and it's not chakra related, sometimes you may have a demon there. If you have emotional issues in your heart, you may have a demon in your heart. If you have, for example, difficulty raising your arm, you may have a demon there. I'm not saying you do, or even that the odds are that you do, but you might, because wherever they choose to locate, people develop problems. And you can have several demons in different parts of your body. I've found them, let's say, one here, one in the heart, one in the belly, sometimes one in the leg. Hopefully, if you're listening to this, you don't have any, or they're not big ones, because the bigger they are, the more food they need, and the more problems they create for you. Demons obviously don't want to kill you, just make you sick enough that you provide a lot of food for them. But they do their best to keep you alive because you're a food source. And who would want to kill their food source? So it's like the old thing, who would want to kill the sacred cow? No. So, but they're really nasty to have around. So the best thing to do with demons is to just have a cleansing being done, and sometimes they can just be eliminated. Sometimes you can grab a hold of them, bring them to the light, and they can be transmuted. And sometimes they just need to be dissolved if they're really obtrusive and nasty and don't want anything to do with you. That's the last resort, but that has to be. Back to negative earth spirits. They also can attach to different parts of your body. Very similar to demons, just not as troublesome because they're much weaker. Now, here's the curious one, which is trap souls. There are basically two kinds that I found. One, which are what we traditionally call ghosts, which, let me explain what happens. When a person dies, usually, according to all kinds of recounts, almost universal testimony, they float above their body a little bit, they look down, they see a light, a tunnel, they go through the light, etc. But some souls have an agenda. They, let's say a grandmother, very desperately wants to see her grandchild being born. So she says, no, I'm not going to the light until my grandchild is born. And he could be only in the 5th month. So she sticks around, sees her grandchild being born. She's filled with joy. guess what? The portal's closed. She can't find it anymore. So she's trapped. That's an example of a soul that's trapped, that is not here.